G'day everybody, Strummin Steve here with another guitar tutorial. This song is a classic. The Animals did it way back in the 60s, late 60s I think it was, House of the Rising Sun. Yeah, everyone knows this song. As soon as you hear the opening riff, you recognize it. Oh yeah, I know that one. So I'm going to show you how to do that today, just the opening riff and also the verses. Now it's got 5 chords. So going a little bit beyond what I'm used to. I'm used to doing these tutorials with 4 chord songs, but this one is worth it, trust me. Okay, let's run through the chords for a start. The first one you're going to need is A minor. Second string, first fret, and then the 4th and 3rd strings both on the 2nd fret. That's your A minor there. And with A chords you can play 5 strings. So just try and miss that top one. So 5 strings, A minor. Then you have a C chord. Now C is very similar to A minor. 2nd fret, 1st string again. 4th string is the 2nd fret, and 5th string is the 3rd fret. So that's a C chord. And how it is very similar to A minor, to change to A minor, you just take the ring finger from there and put it behind there on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. And that becomes an A minor. Then again backwards to C, like that. And they're often together in songs because they're in the same key. Now the next chord you'll need is a D. So 1st string, 2nd fret, 3rd string, 2nd fret, 2nd string, 3rd fret. I call it the triangle chord. And there it is, that's a D, and you can only play 4 strings with D. It's not a criminal offence, of course, if you hit the 5th string occasionally, but try not to. 4 strings for D. Now, the next chord is a little bit tricky. It's a little baby F chord. It's a tough little chord. For some people find F, pretty tough to do. But anyway, I'll show you how to do it, and I'll show you a little trick too if you find it difficult. So, a baby F chord involves the first finger, the index finger, going over the 1st fret on the first 2 strings. So like that, kind of like a mini bar chord. Except you're just the first 2 strings. With the 1st fret, you've got to kind of hold it pretty tight over there. Now, the middle finger goes on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, and the ring finger goes on the 4th string, 3rd fret. So you've got those 2, then that one, then that one. And baby F chord, you can play 4 strings. And that's it there. So that's a baby F. Now, if you find that too difficult, you can do what I call a cheating F. It has a technical name. It's called F major 7th. And that's just simply 2nd string, 1st fret, 3rd string, 2nd fret, 4th string, 3rd fret. So you're kind of missing out that little bar thing. So it's that one, that one, that one. You pretty much can get away with playing the 4 strings, but just try playing 3. Yeah. But in this particular song, it's a difficult one to do baby cheating F in this one because it's just not going to sound right. So I encourage you to try and do the baby F if at all possible. And the last chord we're going to need is E. It's not E minor in this one, it's the E major, or just plain E. So that is the 3rd string, 1st fret, and the 4th and 5th strings, both on the 2nd fret. And that's a full E chord. And you can play 6 strings of that. That is an E. All right. So they're the chords. Now let's have a look at the introduction of the song. It's done in an arpeggio fashion. Now that just simply means it's kind of like finger picking, but instead of going all over the place with finger picking, it kind of follows the strings up and back. Let me demonstrate. It starts off with an A minor. So get yourself an A minor, and you just hit the 5th string with your thumb. Then the 4th string with your thumb. 3rd string with your thumb. 2nd string with your thumb. 1st string with your thumb. 2nd string with your thumb. And 3rd string with your thumb. That's it. And it's kind of like this. it's not even the first number 5 string and then 3 quick ones, 2 quick ones. Then go back to normal speed. So bum, 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 like that. Okay, does that make sense? Same with C. C is the next chord, so you just simply move your middle finger down to there, and you do the same. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. Now you've got a D chord. Now here's the thing, the D chord only has 4 strings, so you start on the 4th string with D, but it has to be the same timing as those other 2 chords. So this is how you do your D, just like this. Just 4 even, all with the thumb. And then the same with the F. Start on the 4th string. Then you go back to an A minor, and it's this again rhythm. Then you have an E, and seeing you're starting on the 6th string, you've got to play the 2nd and the 1st strings together when you get to them like this. Okay. Then you go back to your A minor. Then your E. And this time you finish on 1 and 2. And that's the introduction to House of the Rising Sun. And then the verse is this. There is a house in New Orleans. They call the rising sun. And it's been the room of many a poor boy. And yet I know I'm one. Then you do the introduction again. That's it. So have fun with that one. Might take a little bit of getting used to and getting the right tempo, but if you know the song, you can hear it in your head and you kind of know the rhythm of each chord. Yeah, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but it's one of those songs that you got to feel it. Don't mind me, I'm starting to ramble, so I better get going. Thanks for watching my tutorial on House of the Rising Sun. Hope you love playing that song just as much as I do. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and have a lovely day.